Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Let's go. Real. Up. Pistol.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Lance.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
The Lance going to throw.
Touchdown!
DK Metcalf.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
The Buccaneers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield. Flushed out right. This is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. One time.
They'll run with Irving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now Lance.
Buying time to his left.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Lance to throw it.
He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Shotgun now for Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Mayfield looks to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball.
Now Mayfield lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Throw out wide to Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3rd and 4. Lance looks to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Finding Walker, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Again, it's Lance. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. He's got room to roam.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Jason Myers, 48.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got them down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
First down, here's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Lance. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Operating from the gun. Lance.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 yards for number 11.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Bucs are going to take over
at their own 41.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Final minute now of the third quarter. And Lance going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lawrence. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lance looking to throw it. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Mayfield. steps away to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got room.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
17. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield.
That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lance now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Now Lance.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here's Lance.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mayfield with it once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That is caught.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Back to throw again.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly,
He didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big connection on that one. 45 yards.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with